welcome to the altcoin update. Want to give you guys a really quick update on Zappo. Um, so here I'm gonna, really quick and update this chart on the 4 hourly time frame, um, especially for you guys that are currently in the trade. Maybe you're hesitant a little here and there. Overall, you guys know that we are in this in the long term, a couple months, 6 months, as Ali mentioned. So you know, it's really it's up to you. So that's why I'm charting it on the 4 hourly time frame. So we evolved the trend lines here. We evolved the downtrend now. You can clearly see that this is the 4 hourly downtrend here. You can see that this what was once a support now becomes a resistance, and you can see how it's perfectly being aligned. But we're actually gonna evolve this right now here to there. You can see how these, what was once a resistance now becomes a support, perfectly aligns with this TA. Unfortunately, right, this needs to be updated, and then here's that 4 hourly there on the origin level, and here's that beautiful bounce here. But what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna actually update it to this level over there, something more current, or even at this origin level there. Keep it right here, something more current. Yeah, it makes sense for origin level there. And then we'll do one more support there on the 4 hourly right here, because that's a swing low of the low. Okay, and yeah, so let's do this. We're gonna array it. Perfect. So clearly we can see that it is approaching an apex here, right, guys? And oops. Perfect. It's inside this range. We have a 4 hourly uptrend that's fanning out inside the apex. But overall, even if I didn't do an update, guys, you had these levels beforehand. All you had to do was literally move the levels to the more current time, to the most current levels, which I did here, and and you would have been fine. So reaccumulation point would have been anywhere in this region here. And it's already, up. How much is this already from that accumulation range? Yeah, it's already up, 42%, which is again, it's just pretty crazy how volatile these moves are. Again, I would still call myself relatively new to trading meme coins or charting meme coins, and they're just way more volatile than your regular altcoins. So this is honestly amazing to see. So anyways, we have this 4 hourly uptrend. We have another 4 hourly uptrend. This is the local apex here. This is the resistance here. Obviously, we know that if it breaks above this resistance, where this origin region is here, most definitely it'll probably end up targeting around this 4 hourly uptrend here. I know there's a lot of green candles here and hard green candle closes, but if we go to something like, let me see what the daily looks like. Yeah, if you see something like the daily, you can clearly see that the daily downtrend is just the trend line's pretty steep. It's pretty volatile to a point where if it does break out of this point here, it's most definitely going inside that range there. However, if this does respect the resistance, then obviously it's going to go to the following supports here. Okay, you guys don't just mindlessly buy, right? We don't mindlessly buy coins. We always accumulate on support. We ladder them smartly and efficiently, and it's simple as that, guys. So yeah, definitely that's Zappo really quick. Let's go to Caspa, guys. Okay, guys, so I personally accumulated a bit of Caspa while it's inside this weekly range. You can see here that we cannot update this weekly uptrend, so we're gonna have to wait until there's a weekly green candle close until I can evolve this, which is why we're going to the daily next. But overall, I'm slowly accumulating Caspa. I'm not, and this is exactly the importance on why when I first started TAing this is that you enter your first accumulation period should be very small, very minimal, right? Especially if a chart looks like this, okay? And then you slowly be more efficient and smart about your buys on the way down if it does break, daily, weekly levels here. So here you can see there's that weekly range. Daily levels are being hit perfectly to the dot. And you can see this is the apex approaching right now. However, there is a much larger daily downtrend leading to a much more larger apex there. So I'm personally not in a rush to accumulate. I'm just, slow buys, guys. All right. XLM. Personally, I've been just waiting XLM to, I don't know, like at least reach down on this daily uptrend or even down here again. That's where like a lot of my big accumulation buys are. If they don't get hit, then so be it. But as of right now, it is approaching a very, very tight daily apex. I'm not quite sure, how much volatile action we'll see, especially because it's coming out of this weekly apex. But just something to note there, okay? Because again, I have personally a lot of my buys, a little bit below the daily uptrend, even as low as here. So we'll just see how it goes. I just don't. I just want to be really efficient with my entries on XLM before it hits, the double digits. All right. We're gonna go over render. Here's render on the daily here, so you can see this is actually breaking. Let me see here. There's the weekly rejection. Weekly apex is happening in November. Honestly, I wouldn't even really pay attention to the daily unless you're finding accumulation points. Obviously now it's an accumulation. Anywhere in that weekly range was accumulation. And here, we're actually just gonna evolve this here to there. But really, really, I don't really mind. I don't really mind the daily right now because I know the much bigger move is happening soon, and that's again approaching around election time, as you guys can see here. So render. ICP looks relatively similar. We'll go on the daily first. Okay, yeah, very similar here in this case. It's on the daily uptrend, so accumulation has been happening for the past 4 days, past 5 days, leading up to the apex there. So again, also a possible move. And track. Man, track is making lower lows. It's unfortunate because it's still an uptrend, guys, but it is making lower lows now. So we're actually going to do here is that we're going to evolve it. We're actually going to use this more current, and then it's also leading up to this daily apex here. In regards to the support, if this breaks, guys, you could do the range here from that wick on the daily to here. But overall, if it does break below this daily, it's a lower low. Ultimately, will lead a retracement down here. But again, there's some news coming out with track. Just follow howdy on his Twitter. It looks like there's something going on, something cooking up on track. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of explosive move soon. It's just been slowly distributing since December of 2023, guys. So pretty much almost back to where it was at in 2023 of July. So I'm pretty certain we may see some explosive action pretty soon for track. So definitely keep an eye on it. Track is finally hitting that weekly downtrend here. Very bullish, guys. I'm honestly, track has been proving me wrong, and I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it. So I just want to update these daily uptrends so far. We'll do this, and then the weekly trend line, and then here. So obviously in this case, if it's respecting the weekly uptrend, we do want to see this continue respecting it, because that's where we may see it test at these all-time high levels right here. No, pretty straightforward. H bar, as you guys know, in accumulation. We'll see how this reacts. I also do think there's going to be some sort of like explosive, some sort of big explosive movement on H bar soon, just because it's been in distribution since August. So we'll see how that goes. That would be more of a swing trade than more of an investment for H bar. Just considering that every time it did hit this region here was followed by some really explosive movement. So definitely keep an eye on that. And yeah, let me see. Yeah, that's all our altcoins. So a lot of them look prime for accumulation, and periods to buy. As long as you're entering on support, they all look pretty decent. Especially the ones I've been in accumulation for quite some time, like track, render, ICP, H bar. Definitely for a nice swing trade. So Yeah, so if you guys have any questions on any of the altcoins, feel free to drop a comment down below. And yeah, get back to you as soon as possible. Take care, guys. Bye.